Good gardening morning, backyard beekeepers. It's been an interesting few weeks in the beehive. I haven't been in the bottom box thoroughly until this weekend. I took some extra precautions by going out and checking the beehive at approximately 11:30 a.m. in East Texas at the end of June. In other words, I was really hot. It was about 105 in the suit, considering the humidity, because it was around 80% humidity, if not higher today. As you can see, I got into the bottom box and I had a little bit of trouble with a few of the frames, but here we can see that the queen is well because we see capped brood. Lots and lots of capped brood. These frames are quite heavy. Again, capped brood, both sides of the frame. I used a lot of smoke from the smoker, and here we have a frame malfunction. You can see brood on this frame, capped brood that is, and I went ahead and fixed this frame and got it back in, but I think I will have to bring out my brad nailer and nail this a little bit more so that it will stay together. The smoker I used had a lot of different kinds of fuel in it. I had paper, I had cotton, and I had grass clippings, and that seemed to help keep the smoker lit longer and actually not annoy the bees or myself quite as much. You can see that the bees have been very busy. A lot of these frames were blank just a few weeks ago, probably a couple of months ago now. Remember that this hive was first installed at the end of April, and so this is 2 months later, and we have lots and lots of activity. Here again, you can see the nice frame. This is one of the original nuke frames, and you can tell the queen is quite busy. Why did I choose 11:30 a.m. to do this? Because most of the worker bees who are at the end of their life, when they actually go out and find nectar and pollen to bring back to the hive, are actually out of the hive doing that. So this did help. So what you're seeing in this video is a population that is reduced by those bees being gone, and you can see how many bees we have here. I do apologize. The video did not capture all of the frames as well as I would have liked them to, but it was really hot. Now we're getting into the area of the hive that we haven't been in a while, and you can see again the frames appear to have some brood on them, capped brood, and the bees seem to be doing their thing. Another one, more capped brood, a little bit of capped honey at the top of this, and I will show you a better picture of capped honey in a little while. Here again, this is a frame that was built out over the last 2 months. It used to be a blank frame. Now the interesting thing is one honeybee only makes roughly half a gram of honey in her entire life. And to make the comb, it takes a lot of honey. So these guys have been super busy. So here you see the first frame in the top box not being built out at all. And frame number 2 is not built out at all in terms of comb. But let's look at frame 3. Already built out, roughly a quarter of the way. Got some storage already happening. Frame 4, 2/3 of the way built out. Got storage happening. This is the 5th frame coming, and yes, we have lots of frame built out, almost completely built out. And again, this top box wasn't put on except a few weeks ago. This is one of the original frames from the nuke. And you can see that the queen is still laying up here. Here you can see some capped honey. So they are making and capping honey. So they actually know when the honey is ready to be capped and stored, which I think is unique. You can see a lot of capped honey on this one. This one was blank a few weeks ago. Almost completely built out. This one, almost completely built out. You can see capped honey and you can see brood. About half built out of comb. You can see some storage happening. Again, that was blank a few weeks ago. Here we go. They started building on this one. This one was completely blank a few weeks ago. You can see they're building. So now, since basically they have built something on every frame except for 2, I decided to go ahead and put on a honey super. Have a wonderful week full of bountiful blossoms and blessings.